Hello, dwarves of the internet. I'm Jamie. Let's hang out and watch episode 17 of Free Run. Take care. Which is what I say at the end of my outros now, so I'm like, alright, bye y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you are here today. Take care. I mean, we just said goodbye to a friend. We're trying to find a different friend, so I'm assuming maybe this has to do with Sein and saying goodbye to a possibility of seeing the gorilla warrior. It could be in any decision we make, we're technically saying goodbye to other choices that would have been made. And so that's what I'm wondering, is if he chooses to stay with the party, then obviously he's saying goodbye to going to look for gorilla warrior I'm gonna smile every time I say that, in the trading city. But if he goes there, then he's saying goodbye to us. So yeah, you never know what kind of ripple effects those things can have. Last episode, it was just really nice to see that Freerun still had some friends from the past and what that meant to her. It seemed like she was really having a good time catching up and talking with someone that kind of knows her story and was there at a part in her life, you know, a different part in her life. And then we got to see a little bit more of the breadcrumbs that Gorilla Warrior had left behind. I don't know if he actually had a different name because we're just calling him that. And I don't think they actually pointed it out, but I haven't gone back to watch through the episode yet, so maybe they did and I just missed it. But yeah, everything else is the same with, you know, the fit check and with where I'm at, just because I just filmed the other episode just before this. So let's get our housekeeping done and get right on into it. So this video is for commentary and discussion purposes. All rights belong to the original creators, so please support the official release. And if you'd like to watch the full-length reactions, then they are up on Patreon, along with Stranger Things coming out and Nobody Wants This, and then Pluribus hopefully soon, but also for YouTube for that. Alright, grab a snack, get settled in, and let's watch more Freerun together. A little bit of a recap. That's why he looked that way, because he realized there was a choice. Tura. ここからはるか東方。オイサーストとは反対方向だね。The magical city. So pretty.
俺はゴリラを追いかけるために旅に出た。
Yeah.
とりあえず日も暮れそうですし。
On our story or in general? Sometimes it is best to sleep on it.
自由に使っていいってよ。
Nice. We did get a new one, okay. I was wondering if when we got to the halfway point. We love our blue sky. Her eyes are so striking. I'll have to go look at the lyrics later. I mean, he's still in the party here, so... Showing our moments together, that's someone new. Himmal statue. Alright, not looking at the lyrics, just look at the visuals. Two people there. Okay. Lots of new people. Magic. Lots of personalities. Oh, that kind of looks like the person in the chair from the previous intro. Cool, I liked that. I like the music a lot, and I'll have to kind of see more about what the visuals tell, but I liked it all. Stark. What's up, Fern? You cold? Or are you hungry? Or both?
手が地べたい。
Yeah. Go by the fire, get warm.
本当だ。すごい。
Wish you had a
これは
spell for
新記
that.
録。
Go stick it under Fern's or Stark's,
本当だ。超冷たい。
Never mind.
おお。
Yeah. I was gonna say under his shirt, but oh, we didn't get to see their food.
雪ですね。また冬越えが必要になるのでしょうか。
I hope not, but you're further north.
猛吹雪にでもならない限り大丈夫だよ。
Okay. Well, guess we're staying together.
この地方の寒波は一月は続く。遠出はせん方がいいぞ。
I mean, 1 month is better than it was. At least you look all bundled up, sir.
サイン、出発する。
それ聞く必要があるの？
Yeah, don't take any risks. Unnecessary risks.
まあ、酒場も雑貨屋もあるし、小屋も広い。
Yeah. And I mean, you can fend for yourselves if need be,
シー
but
ロー人がやっている魔法店があるんだよね。
we love shady old men.
現状、ああいう場所には伝説
The
級
best
の魔
stuff.
法がある。
Hmm.
カビを消滅させる魔法や、しつこい油汚れを取る魔法だよ。
She really likes, like, cleaning related things.
あれは世界が一変するほど便利でした。
おばあちゃんの知恵袋かな。
Hey, the older we get, the more excited we get about that kind of stuff.
川諸国の冬は、舐めていると死ぬからね。
Hmm.
山脈では、シュタルク様が死にかけましたからね。
That is true.
もうしばらくは一緒にいることになりそうだな。
Not yet. But the titles take care. But maybe we're just taking care by taking care of ourselves, like self-care. Was she watching him? I think so. Hello, shady old man. You look very sweet. Yep. Wonder if any gambling's going on. Aw. Why don't you guys have gloves? Did they fall on her?
医者さんらもようやく旅立てるな。
ああ、そうだな。
ちょっといい？
どうしたんだ、フリーレン。
Which is a little surprising.
の様子が変なんだよ。多分喧嘩してる。
In what
仲裁し
way?
てよ。
Again, there's a fine line.
なんで俺に頼むんだ？
I mean, you're
仲
pretty
裁
good
は
with
僧侶
people.
の仕事なんだよ。
I would think so. As usual. And as usual. Okay.
状況だな。おい、一体何があった？
Let's get the facts straight.
ルク様が悪いんです。
はい。俺が全部悪いんです。
I mean, probably, but to what extent? We'll see.
一人ずつ隣の部屋に来なさい。
It's like an investigation or interrogation. Come on, Fern. You can have good perspective on this. I know it's tough when it's someone you like, though. Heightened emotions.
この小屋に来たばかりの頃、
Yeah.
ほっぺに冷たい手を当てたじゃん。
おお、おったな。
Where is this going?
今日それをやり返したら、フェルンが切れちゃっ
Was it actually cold or was she
いいと思う
flustered?
か？
た。仲直りしたいです。
Which is good. Happy about that.
違って根はいいやつなんだから、正直に気持ちを言えばいい。
Yeah.
したいのならちゃんと相手にそう話すんだ。フリーレンは喧嘩の
Honesty
仲
is
裁なん
best
かしてくれない。
policy. If you do it well.
ああ、わかってる。フェルンに謝るよ。
僕も反省している。あいつガキなんだ。悪気があったわけじゃない。
It's good they both want to.
かといえば私のせいですし、触られたことは気にしてはいません。 を抑えた腕の力が強くて、ちょっとだけ怖いと思ってしまったんです。
Gotcha.
のこと嫌いか？
なんでそんなこと聞くんですか？そう見えますか？
I mean, you do need to be careful with touch.
もっと優しくして。
ごめんよ。
Yeah, he didn't know, and he will change his behavior.
もう付き合っちゃえよ。
I agree.
ザインはとても頑張っていると思うよ。ありがとうね。助かったよ。
フリーレン、お前ぐらいだよ。俺のことをガキみたいに褒めるのは。
To her.
ああ、悪い気分はしない。
It's nice to have someone looking after you.
に誘ってくれた時もそうだが、なんで俺なんかにこんなに構ってくれるんだ？
やっぱり同族嫌悪かな。
Mm.
冒険に出ようとしないザインが魔王討伐に旅立つ前の私とよく似ていて、
それは構う理由にはならねえだろう。
だからこそ勇者ヒンメルならそうしたってことだよ。
What Himmel would do. That's been the theme.
君が旅立つきっかけはこの僕だ。
I'm surprised that worked back then, if that's what.
私は
Was
ヒン
the
メルた
thing.
ちに旅立つ勇気と
Yeah.
楽しかったでしょ。
Yeah.
とても楽しかったよ。
I was gonna say, like, did he have a lot of friends?
勇者ヒンメルみたいな忘れられない英雄になる。
一緒にずっと歴史に名を残すような英雄になるってね。
Maybe you have to do it on just a separate journey. You'll meet up when you need to. When you're meant to. Uphold his memory by doing what you both said and wanted.
俺はゴリラを追いかけるよ。もう後悔するつもりはないんだ。
Interesting.
またね。
Is he really leaving? Do you have something to say, Star?
ずいぶんあっさりと別れるじゃねえか。
It was very fast. I was wrong with Kraft. So, because I want to be like, I don't feel like he's leaving, but I was wrong, so maybe he will.
一人だとこんなに静かなんだな。
It's true. I guess we'll have to see where that goes. He is a capable man, so I have faith in him. Looks pretty good. All natural.
珍しいな。まだ寝てる。
Fern? Yeah.
だったし、疲れているのかもな。
Hopefully it's not another demon. That would be nice to wake up to.
まあいいか。おーい、
Good
朝飯
enough.
できたぜ。
Don't you want to go a little above and beyond?
フルン？
She's sick.
こんにち。
そんなに眠っちゃダメでしょうが。おい。
We gonna repeat it?
やめてよ。
Body heat. Your bag of tricks.
何それ？
ザインが残してくれた薬草について書かれた手記だよ。
That's good. He was knowledgeable about the snakes.
判別をすれば対応する薬草がわかる。
Handy.
って女神様の魔法だろ？ 確か聖典の所持者しか使えないって話。
Hmm.
だって聖典くらい持っているよ。
え
Makes sense. Okay, that kind of answers one of my questions a little bit.
鍋敷きにされてる。
ただの風邪だね。そういえば以前ヒンメルたちと薬草を採取した場所が近くにあったっけ。
Handy. Hmm. That would be random.
いやー、助かったぜ。こんな山の中に人が住んでいるだなんて。
Hmm. That's what I was talking about. We need these little remote things.
時は村だったんだけどね。
もう何十年も前のことよ。勇者様。
So there's a big focus on Himmel being the hero. I know that's we say, but there's not often a reference to the three others.
大丈夫。
Daijobu.
私は仕事してるからね。
Your clothing looks very nice, madam.
ここに来てからずっと手を握っているな。
辛そうだからね。
Hmm.
引いた時手を握ってあげると安心するんだよ。
Hmm.
からそうなんだ。
Hmm.
扱いしないでください。
I mean, depending to who we care about, they're always like that to us. And you just want to take care of them. I get Fern's perspective, but there's nothing wrong with taking care of the people we care about. And letting the people that care about us take care of us.
フェルンはまだ子供なんだよ。多分この先も。
And especially when we're feeling down, you know, that's when we want to be taken care of, I would think, like a kid. Because we're at our worst.
ああ、
That's when we should be eating things that are better and all that stuff, but we tend to not take care of ourselves when we're sick. Lovely. Yeah, I'd be a little nervous, but I mean, again, you can handle the fall. Hmm.
ラ桜ってのが薬の最後の材料か。
Okay.
おお、
Let me see. Gorgeous. It's like almost metallic looking or something.
綺麗だね。フェルンにも見せてあげたかった。
She would have really liked this.
冬に咲く花の中では一番好きかな。
Hmm.
花は有毒だから気をつけてね。
He's not good with poison.
あそこまで子供扱いしてねえだろ。
子供扱いしたつもりはないよ。
Hmm.
辛そうだったから手を握っただけ。
I think that's sweet.
苦痛を和らげてあげる方法を知らないから、私はどうすればよかったんだろうね。
I mean, if she actually likes it, there was nothing wrong with it.
多分人には心の支えが必要なんだ。
Mm-hmm.
支えてもらって悪い気分になるやつはいねえよ。
That's what I'm saying. But people do all the time. Hmm.
その時は心細いからね。幼い頃亡くなった母は手を握ってくれた。不思議と落ち着くんだ。
子供の頃の。
Exactly.
気遣う僕もなかなかイケメンだろ。
黙ってて。
A little bit of humor helps.
できましたよ。
Aw, good little family.
多分フェルンが恥ずかしがっていたのは、
That's what I was thinking.
甘えている姿なんて人に見られたくなんかないよな。
But it's gonna come back around, I hope.
タルクが風邪をひいた時は私が手を握ってあげるね。
Aw.
やだよ。はず。
よいしょっと。
I
思っ
sometimes
たよりもでっかい。怖い。
I sometimes don't like to be touched if I'm feeling gross or like if you're gonna throw up or something, but otherwise it's nice. Stark, get yourself together, man.
開けてフェルン。
I hope it tastes good. Did that just say sublime music?
上手だね。助かるよ。
そうかな。
I'd be worried about hurting their udders because apparently he's very strong.
私はもう子供では。知ってる。知っているよ。
She has wanted to be validated. Thank you, ma'am.
気をつけていくんだよ。
本当にありがとうございます。
The kindness of strangers.
あのお家の方にも大変よくしていただきました。それじゃあ目指すは魔法都市
Yeah.
オイサーストだ。
I'm excited to see this city. Oh. Wait, no. I want to see it. Ah. It's more dark in tone there. I don't know who that is. I don't think it's Fern. But it's the same song, but a little different. Ah, interesting animation. Is it like stop motion? Claymation? I mean, maybe it was Fern when she was young. This is so interesting. And that might be where the... Was that where the Demon King was? To be honest, I kind of like this version of the song more. It's more filling. Really nice harmonies, vocalized sections on certain parts. For you to come back home. It was Fern. Well, that was quite lovely. So I thought there was some really good insight. I guess going back to the first half with Stark and Fern, where she was able to self-reflect and say, you know, okay, I was just worried, you know, I was kind of scared by how strong his touch was. And even though I think there's obviously that trust there, it can still be a scary thing. Also, depending on whatever else she's maybe gone through in her past, you know, it can be triggering in that sense. But she was really good at just figuring out, okay, she was feeling a certain way and why she was feeling that way. I think the problem with Stark and Fern, not problem, but like the thing that they need to work on is there's big blow up moments and they should probably just take a little bit of time apart, because once they process, they can communicate and figure things out. And, or I guess we'll reverse that. They can figure things out and then communicate, and then they have like a good plan and hopefully know next time that they can get through it. I don't think it's ever a bad thing to necessarily have conflict. It's going to happen no matter what, but it depends on how you handle it. And so I think it never just hurts if they can take that time away, work on their skills to the point where they can maybe get through those moments better in the future. Because I'm not quite sure how Fern had reacted right after the touch, and I think that would have been the key moment to really figure out. But I'm glad that she realized she was, you know, what was going on, and that she was stubborn, but that, you know, her feelings were valid and that she just needed to communicate that, because again, Stark's not a bad guy. And if he knows, he's going to try to adjust and change what he was doing. At first, when Sein and Freeran were talking at the table, I was wondering if he was like, you know, I don't know why you decided to take me on. You know, I didn't really have anything going on, or any like reason I would see you wanting to bring me along with you. But to that I was going to say, you know, it's always easier for us to kind of see other people's strengths and positive sides compared to our own and skills and things like that. But we are very capable, and just we're kind of blinded to it some of the time, and we can be more cued, especially in today's society, to see more of the negative. But then Frieren had brought up the aversion to my own kind, and at first I thought she had meant like, I didn't want to bring any other elves along, even though, she was fine with craft and everything. But then it was more so like she saw an element of herself in Sein, and so she wanted to be like Himmel was for her, but to Sein. And I think that is a nice pull through from the first half of that season, or of our season that we're in. So, what would Himmel, the hero, do in this situation? And she's upholding that, and because she felt the positive effects from that herself. I was genuinely surprised that Sein didn't decide to stay with us, because in the flashbacks he was like remembering Gorilla and him saying like, we're gonna grow up and be like, Himmel the hero. And I mean, maybe Sein was thinking he still could be, and or is going to be while trying to find Gorilla, or if he meets Gorilla again, that they could be. But I feel like the best chance to actually uphold what he secretly wanted and what Gorilla wanted for both of them would be to go with Frieren, because I mean that's the closest you're gonna get, right? Because you're in the party of at least one member that was part of that group of heroes. But yeah, plus he was remembering that like, don't dwell on the past when you have the present, which again is the same thing. He's technically dwelling on the past because he still wants to find Gorilla rather than being in the present and letting things unfold as they may. But I do understand that that was his motivation in the first place, to actually go with our party, is to find his friends. So I'm not going to fault him in any way. It's just based on the flashbacks that he was thinking of, I was genuinely surprised he ended up going. Plus, even flashing back to what his interaction was with his brother when he got slapped, it's like, you've been essentially feeling unfulfilled and wasting your life away just because you didn't want to take those risks and you wanted to, stay here with me and all this other stuff. But so he's not upholding just wanting to like do the things that he actually wants to do. But I guess in this case he is. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of different layers to it. And we got to see the nice kind of follow through line of wanting to be taken care of and like kind of the praise thing. And as I've mentioned before, we all have that inner kid in us that just wants to be nurtured, and so that's what Frieren was doing for Fern. So I think that was really nice to see, and I think it's always just interesting and funny to see the influence of like when Stark and Fern are in the same room and how that can play out, or how that affects things playing out. But ultimately, they both know that they would want those things. But because the other one's present, it's more embarrassing. So if you enjoyed watching this with me, leaving a like just helps me out, helps with the algorithm, but also lets me know that you would like to see similar things like this in the future. And if you'd like to stick around, then subscribe and let me know your thoughts on the episode as well. And if you'd like more of me, then feel free to check out the Discord, the gaming VOD channel, I'm hopefully going to make an actual like gaming channel, I guess, at some point, but Instagram, all that good stuff, all linked down below. But as always, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your day with me, and I hope the rest of your day is a good one too. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.